Okay, so we're going to stretch the body out, we're going to strengthen it, we're going to challenge balance and work through those core muscles for lots of core stability exercises. Okay, so standing with your feet hip distance apart, and then just take a nice deep in breath and reach your arms up. And as you exhale, just fold and soften the knees. So in, breath up, and exhale down, send the hips back and in, breath up. And exhale down and in, breath up. And exhale down. So just gradually working into this. Couple more of those, softening the knees as you come down, in, breath up. And as we come up, just reach the arms out to the side and take a twist. Come back to the center. Twist, inhale, center. Twist, inhale, center. Let's add a couple of pulses. So 1, 2, in breath, center. 1, 2, grow tall at the center. And then try to get as much range. Your feet are still. Okay. And then one more. And then reach up. Sweep down, round, side. And just articulate the spine. Breathe. And change direction. Range through the spine as we go, breathing. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. And then come to the top. And just reach those arms up again. Fold it down. Soften the knees. And then just start to bend and stretch through those knees. Hands where you like. Floor or feet or legs. And bend the right leg. Take the left arm up. And switch. And reach it up. And coming back. And bend the knees a little more and take the hands to the thighs. Cat stretch, inhale, look up, exhale to cat. You're scooping the belly and rounding the back. In breath, your tailbone away. Chest lifts, exhale, you're rounding your back, straightening up through the legs. In breath, tailbone away. Exhale into cat. And then you're going to roll all the way up and come to the front of your mat. And reach your arms up, scoop your belly, and you're folding this time, keep the legs a little bit straighter. Fold it. Place the hands down, soften those knees. Step back one leg, look forward. You can drop the knee to the floor here if you prefer. Breathe. So you've got the 1 foot forwards or 1 foot back, the leg that's forward. Take the same hand up, just in case you're not doing the same leg as me. Breathe, we're twisting. And then we're coming back. And we're going to take an in-breath and look up. Then we're going to fold. You can soften knees or keep them straight as you like. Then flatten those hands and then step back with the other leg. Just hold it there and breathe. And then take a stretch up. Breathe. And then come back. And once again, feet hip distance, look up, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Step back the other leg again. Okay, take the hands this time inside, so the foot comes to the outside of the mat. You can drop this back knee where you prefer, yeah? We're just going to circle around through the hip. Yeah, breathing. Maybe take the back knee to the floor if you prefer. Changing direction. And breathe. And then we're going to step it back up. Feet hip distance apart, look up, inhale. Exhale, folding, tuck in the head, soften the knees, place the hands down, step the other leg back. Shuffle the foot out to the outside of the mat, hands inside, drop the knee if you prefer, and circle around So opening up the hips here, loosening up. Breathe, change direction. And then from here, let's step back and then sort your hands out and come to down dog. Pull the abdominals in, lift the hips high, pedal the heels up and down. Push the floor away. And breathe. Shift your weight to a high plank so that you're taking the load there. Dropping the knees where you prefer. Draw the abdominals in. Step your right foot out and reach your left hand up. Push the floor away. Come back. Remember to take a rest where you need. Come back to down dog. Pull the belly in. Lift the hips high. Shift the weight back forwards to high plank. Remember to drop those knees where you need. Separate the shoulder blades. Press the floor away like somebody's pressing down between your shoulder blades. Take your left foot out. Reach your right hand up. Engage core. Come back. Push back down dog or child's posture. And breathe. So we're going to do a big lunge with this left foot. Okay. And then we're going to keep the right heel up and we're going to come up. We're going to take the hands to the hips. We're going to try and hold that position there. If that feels too much, drop your back knee to the floor. Reach your arms up. Breathe. Draw the shoulders back. Hold in that position. Keep the neck long and stay with your breath. We're going to bring those hands down again. We're going to push back to down dog or child's posture. Pull the belly and lift the hips high, open the shoulders, step the right foot forward. Keep the left heel up, drop the left knee where you prefer. Hands to your hips, so you're squaring your hips and your shoulders. You're going to reach your arms up and just draw those arms back and breathe. Keep the neck long, just keep looking forwards, keep breathing. Feel that stretch in the hip flexors in that back leg. Come back down with those hands, down dog, or drop down to child's posture. Take some breath. This time we're going to pivot your right foot and we're going to step your left foot and we're going to come up. Just take your hands to your hips to start with and keep your hips offset. And then just track down with one hand down that front leg. And then reach up with the other, if that feels okay. If you're not liking that, keep the hand on the hip. Okay, and breathe. And just feel that stretch, side of the body. We're going to bend that front leg. So the hand stays down that leg, or it can drop to the floor. And breathe. Open up. Bring those hands down. Come to down dog. Pull the abdominals in. Breathe. Shift your weight forwards to high plank. At this point, drop the knees where you need. We're going to do 5 press ups. We're going to come down into press up as low as feels good for you. Drop the knees where you need. In breath down. Exhale, press. In breath down. 5 of those if you can. Pull everything deep in. And either child's posture or down dog, lifting the hips high and opening up the shoulders. Breathe. We're going to pivot the left foot, step the right. We're going to come up. Hips are offset, hands to hips. Track the hand down the front leg. Hand stays on hip or reaches up to the ceiling. And just look where it feels good for your neck. And breathe and open up and feel that stretch more into the inner thigh as well. And then bend that front knee. And if you want to go deeper, place the hand on the floor inside of your foot. And breathe. You're going to bring both hands down. You're going to set back into either child's posture or down dog. Breathe. We're going to focus now once again, hands wide, and set forwards for either knees off the floor or drop the knees down. Keep the head forwards, 4 press ups. In breath down, exhale, push. Keep in good form. Keep the neck long. Keep breathing. Just 4 of those. And then push back into down dog or drop back on the knees to child's posture. Taking some breath. You're going to pivot your right foot. You're going to step your left. You're going to keep your hands either on the floor if they can make it with the legs as straight as you can, or you're going to take your hands onto your front leg. Yeah? So breathe. Pull the belly in. Maybe hands to the floor if that's feeling good. Bend that front knee. Bring the back heel up. Drop your right hand down. Take your left hand up. Once again, add that rotation. Breathe. Sweep that hand behind your back. Just add a little bit more. Stretch that left hand. And then once again, place the hands on the floor. Come back, either child's posture or down dog. Keep the hands nice and wide. Shift the weight forwards to high plank. You can drop knees where you need for 3 press up. In, breath down. Exhale, push. In, breath down. Body's like a plank where you can. Come back down dog or child's posture. Breathe, deep and wide breaths. Pivot your left foot, step your right. So the hands either stay on the floor if you can make it with the legs straight but not locked, or you've got your hands down your leg, your front leg. Breathe, draw the chest down. If you're feeling flexible, hands are coming further forwards. We're breathing all the way. We're going to bend this front knee, bring the back heel up, left hand to floor, right hand up. Twist again. Breathe. Turn that palm internally and then wrap the hand behind and draw the shoulder up and draw the chest up on that right side. Come back with those hands, take a rest where you need or come to down dog. Pull the abdominals deep, shift the weight forwards with a wide hand position, drop the knees where you need to, press ups, in, breath down, exhale, push, in, breath down, exhale, push. Come back, either child's posture or downward facing dog. Breathe. From here, you're either on all fours and you're lifting your right leg, or we're in down dog and then we're going to tuck. So we can do this on all fours, or where we're tucking in, or we're doing a single leg down dog and tucking on the out breath. And on the next one, we're going to go pigeon. So we're going to step forwards with the right knee to the right hand and drop down with the hips. Send the left leg away. If you know you don't like pigeon, roll onto your back and do a figure of 4 stretch. If you're in pigeon, you're keeping your back leg active, either ball of the foot or top of the foot. If you can go deeper, in pigeon, you fold. Sink the hips and open up. Breathe. Come back with those hands, or if you're in all four, if you're on the figure of 4 stretch, get yourself back up to either down dog or child's posture. Take some breath. Pull the abdominals deep if you're in down dog. So either all fours, lifting left leg and go for tuck, or in single leg down dog, where exhale tuck, inhale back. Keep everything tight and strong through your center. Get as much range, tucking on the out breath, reaching away on the in breath. And next time, you're bringing your left knee towards your left hand. You're stepping your left foot out towards your right hand. See what your knees allow. If that feels okay, you're in pigeon, back foot active, or you're lying on your back for figure of 4. Stretching forwards into pigeon if you like. Deepening that stretch. You might find one side needs a little bit more coaxing than the other. Keep breathing. And then coming back, either off your back or into from your pigeon into downward dog or child's posture, and breathe. So just taking some breath there. So we're going to step those feet up nice and wide, okay? And we're just going to take the hips back and then reach the hands away and into a deep squat that we're going to pulse. So we're going to breathe. Hips should be feeling a lot more open now. Lift the chest, pull the belly in, feet are nice and wide. Breathe. And then straighten out through the legs, bring the hands down, tuck the head in. From this position, can you stay and shift the weight forwards a little bit? Can you take the hands further forwards on the mat? And then from here, take your right hand to the outside of your left leg and pull, okay, onto that shin or ankle. And then keep the legs straight and reach up with the left hand. Try and get as much rotation as you can. Try to keep the body strong and straight as you can. Core switched on, pelvic floor deep abs. I'm going to switch sides. We're taking the left hand to the right ankle. And we're going to reach up, twist, and breathe. Coming back, roll it up, restack your spine, and then bring those feet back more hip distance apart. Feet hip distance, reaching up with the right knee. And then from here, we're going to reach that foot back. Either tap it to the floor or slowly take it back, pull the belly in and reach the fingertips away. Come back and bring the knee up, trying to maintain that balance. Reach away, inhale, reach, exhale, tuck. So standing legs strong. Inhale away, exhale, tuck. Inhale away. Remember to tap your back foot to the floor where you prefer. Make sure you're breathing, you're thinking about your center, you're focusing on your gaze. You're trying to extend the fingertips from the toes. And last one. And then come down to the floor. Take some breath. And then when you're ready, we're bringing the left knee up to knee fold. Reaching the arms up, pressing the floor away, finding a point to focus on, slowly hinging from the hips, taking the left foot back, either reaching away off the floor or tapping to the floor. Coming back, bringing the knee in, starting to just bring a little bit of pace to it. Exhale to tuck, inhale to reach, but maintaining that stability. Engaging core, pelvic floor, deep abs. Finding that range. Keeping the standing leg strong. Really focused on your gaze to help with your balance and your focus. Breathe. And do one more. Remember to tap the foot back where you prefer. And then come back and release. Just take the hips round, take some breath. So once again, let's bring the right knee up, raise the arms up. Take the hand to the knee and then draw the leg out. And then reach out and then look to your outstretched hand and breathe. Come back to the center. And then release down. Reach up with the hands and the other legs coming up, left leg up, hand to knee, draw out, and look to the outstretched hand maybe. Everything switched on. Breathe. Coming back. This time we're going to bring the foot, right foot in, and draw the heel in as high up as we can into that left thigh. And pressing the foot into the thigh and the thigh into the foot. Now, if you feel that you've got balance there and everything's going to stick, you could release the hands. And you could sweep them up. and come to your tree posture. Core muscles active, breath all the way. Remember to keep a hand on the foot or both hands on the foot, or find something to hold on to where you need. Challenge yourself and breathe. And then release. And then we're going to try the left foot coming in. Trying to bring that heel in as tight and as high up your thigh as you can. Press the foot and the leg together. Core muscles are active. And then if you've got the balance and it's all sticking, sweep up into your tree posture. Hands either together or apart. Breathe. And then release. And then come down. Okay, so we're going to hit the back of the mat. Well, not hit it, but you know. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Roll down through your chin, through your chest, down through your spine. And then we're going to walk it out. We're going to come to knees straight away. We've already done a lot of work in down dog. We're pulling the belly in. Sending the hips back. Come into high kneeling and stepping the right leg forwards and dropping the left knee down. Taking the left hand to the floor and reaching behind with the right hand and holding it there, or kicking the back foot up. Open the palm to open the chest and see if you can get hold of your foot. If that's not happening, continue the rotation round to the right. If you have got hold of the foot, try pressing the foot into the hand and opening the chest a little bit more. And breathe. And then we're going to straighten out through this front leg. Okay, bring the foot more to the center. And if it feels okay, start to slide it forwards with the heel forwards and the toe up. If that feels too much, just stay where you are. So then start to fold forwards, hands down the leg or to the floor. And if it feels okay, continue to stretch forwards and get more of a stretch into your hamstring. Breathe. You can also draw the body down. Bring that leg back carefully. Take the knees wider and take it into child's posture. And breathe. Come up to your high kneeling and stepping your other leg forwards, this time left leg, if that's the other one. Send the right knee away. Make sure the right knee is comfortable, right hand to floor. Twist round to the left. And either stay with that or kick the back foot up, keep the palm open, and twist and press the foot into the hand. And breathe, most importantly, through the whole practice. We're going to release that. We're going to straighten up through your front leg, bring it more to the center. This feels enough, stay with that. If you can go deeper, you start to slide that heel away with control. You can take the hands to the floor or down your leg. And depending on how flexible you're feeling this morning, we'll work our way down. And once you're feeling that you're at your kind of max there or your edge, then you start to draw the chest down. Core muscles are active to maintain that stability. And then we sweep the leg back. And we stretch it back into your child's posture. And then we're going to roll onto your side and drop your elbow underneath your shoulder and set long with your right leg. Okay? And we're just going to lift that leg up and down. Now, if you want this to be a little bit harder, come off of the hip and maybe reach the arm up. So pull the abdominals deep. Breathe out to lift. You don't want the hand up, hand on hips, good. Keep the leg up if you can and sweep the arm up and over your ear. Pull your belly in and stretch your fingers from your toes and then tuck in, breath away, tuck. Remember, you can do this with the hips on the floor. In, breath away, exhale to tuck. And then release and come down. And swing round to the center and sweep the legs out wide. Okay, so as wide as you can with those feet. Something underneath the sit bones if you prefer. Take the hands down the legs, pull the belly and lift the chest, and reach forwards, keeping the toes up and the heels away. Take those hands as far down your legs or your feet as you can. You might even want first two fingers around big toes if that feels good. Breathe. Draw the chest down. Keeping one hand on one leg or foot. Reach up and over with the other. And stretch. Keep breathing. Keep the thighs on. And then switch. Take one hand down the leg or foot. Reach up and over. And breathe. And release. Bring in those feet back. And then from here, just find those sit bones. Just place your hands on the floor. I'll show you from the side. And just bring your feet off the floor. Okay? And then from this position, if you're able to, either take the hands to behind the knees or take them out in front. Try to relax your neck and breathe. And we're just going to try a little gentle toe tap. So remember, your hands can be up, hands could be behind knees, or hands could be on the floor behind. Breathe. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Keep that core nice and strong. From here, bend the knees and get hold of your feet and just draw them in. Okay, show you from the front. So got my interlaced fingers and drawing the heels in. And then I'm going to use my thumbs to open up my feet and use my elbows to press down on the inside of your thighs. And breathe, and maybe draw the chest forwards and down. Keep breathing, feel that stretch, inner thighs, we also get it in the hips and the back. From here, can you cross your legs? Yeah. Make sure your ankles are comfortable, tuck those feet in, and take a stretch forwards there. Keep the hips down, but gradually work out the hands forwards, and then feeling that stretch into the hips, yeah, into the glutes. Breathing. As you come up, maintaining that cross-legged position, sweep your right hand behind you, take your left hand to your right thigh and twist, sit tall, lift the chest and breathe. And then switch, left hand behind, sit tall and breathe. And then from there, we're going to drop the other elbow down, straighten out with the top leg, bending the bottom knee and engaging core. So lifting the lower waist, lift the leg up and either take it here, lifting the leg up, or for more, lift the hip up, reach the hand up, breathe out to lift and in to come back. So find that challenge for you. Try to relax your neck, keep your belly drawn in, breathe. Get as much range as you can, but with as much control as you can. The hip is lifted, the lower waist is lifted. And then we're going to keep that leg lifted if we can and reach out and over the ear. Take an in-breath, tuck, exhale. Keep the body still, keep that lower waist lifted. So reset, try not to dip the hips, but if you need to or prefer to, just take the hips to the floor and get that range into the hips. And still maintaining that core engagement. In breath away, exhale, tuck. Release from there. Come back to those sit bones. Make sure you're breathing. Set your hands behind and just lift those feet off the floor. Hands can be behind the knees or hands can be out. We're going to toe tap. Breathe. Stay with your breath. Relax the neck. And then from there, straighten those legs out. And then reach forwards and reach as far as you can down your legs or your feet. Pull the abdominals in, send the tailbone away. Then keep tucked in with the head and the chin, but we start to release the hands and start to roll back. Nice and slow and controlled. And then just reach back with the arms and then bring the heels in towards your sit bones. At this point, awareness of not flaring up through the ribs. So to counter that, tuck your tailbone under, okay, and pull your abdominals in. Bring the heels tight in and lift the hips up, okay. Send the heels away slightly now and lift the toes up. If you can, keep the arms up and over your head, do that. If you're not liking that, bring them down by your sides. Pull the belly in and breathe. And just dip the hips and then lift. Dip the hips. Don't have to have the hands behind. They could be up and above. They could be out to the side. They could be down by your hips. Whatever you're doing, try to maintain that strong position through the spine and the ribs, so try not to flare up. We've got the toes up if we can, and we're feeling more working to the hamstrings. Breathing. Breathe out to lift and in to come back. And last one. And then lower it down to the floor. And just hug those knees in and bring your head up. Reach down for your ankles and then reach away on the in-breath. Tuck in on the out. In-breath away, exhale, tuck. In-breath away, exhale, tuck. So we're doing a double leg stretch here. If that feels too much, do a single leg stretch, one leg at a time, yeah? So remember, in-breath away, exhale, tuck. Keep the head lifted where you can. Keep tucking in, scooping the belly in. And then last one. And just hug those knees in. Stretch your left leg long on the floor. Reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Take your hands by your sides and then sweep that leg out and round. So, if that feels okay, stay with that. Maybe place the left hand on the hip, check in that you're maintaining a stability there. Or bend the left knee, okay? And then change direction. Big sweeping movements, but with as much stability in the rest of the body. Breathe throughout. And then bring that knee in, and then bring the other knee in. Okay, take some breath there. Place your feet back down onto the floor. And then once again, peel the hips up and send those feet away and lift the toes up again and breathe. Okay, so we're just going to hold that position nice and strong, pulling the belly in. Okay, we're going to bring the arms up with the palms facing, and then we're just going to open out as if we're doing a flying action here. Slight flex at the elbow. Exhale, you're going to bring the hands together. Inhale, you're drawing them apart. You're keeping your hips lifted, your belly strong. You're not arching up through your spine. And you're breathing. So exhale, hands together. Inhale, arms apart. Pull everything deep in to maintain that stability. Yeah, keep the hips lifted, send the knees away, open up through the chest and the shoulders. And then release down to the floor, hug the knees to the chest, and stretch your right leg long. And then place your hands on the floor and kick your right leg up as straight as you can and sweep it out and round. Breathe. So either keep the right leg on the floor long or bend that right knee. Maybe place the right hand on the hip to check in on the stability there. Breathing in at the top, breathing out to sweep around. Big range of movement, the rest of the body as stable as you can, switch direction, abs drawn in, everything switched on. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then last one, and then hug those knees in. And just get some breath, then bring the feet back down to the floor, nice and tight. Place the hands on the floor, peeling up. Now lifting those hips high. This time bring your heels tighter in if you can and lift higher. Work your hands towards your feet, so your shoulders coming under. Can you get to those ankles? If that's not happening, interlace your fingers. If it is happening, wrap around. Okay, breathe. So keep lifting the hips high, squeezing through the inner thigh, drawing the shoulders under and taking it up into this back bend position, really stretching out through the front of the body, maintaining that strength in those thighs, and then roll it down. And then hug your knees in and just take some breath. So from here, we're just going to roll it up. We're just going to take the hands behind so the fingertips are facing forwards. Okay, so set yourself up with your feet hip distance apart and lift your hips up and off the floor. If it feels okay, lift a leg and then just bend those elbows. If you don't like the leg lifted, we're going into dips in this position. So either or, leg lifted or not. Breathe. And then reset. If you need a rest, obviously rest it down. If you want to kick up, do that and into those dips. Breathe in, breath down, exhale to press. And then reset. And then just come down. Set the legs long again. And take a chin to chest and a spine stretch, reaching the hands down the legs of the feet. And breathe. And then sweep those hands behind once again. Set those feet up again and lift up to tabletop. This time, let's try and maintain the hip lift and then lift the leg. So we can either have this leg long or we can bend the knee and toe tap. Can you keep the chest lifted? Can you keep the hips lifted? Can you get full range into that leg you're lifting? We're going to switch legs, so reset or have a rest. Reach out and lift. Breathe. Much range as you can. 3, 2, 1. Come down, stretch those legs out again. Tuck the chin in as you reach the arms out, roll down through your spine and stretch it out. Get some breath. From here, keep the chin tucked. Scoop the belly in. Keep reaching the arms away, rolling back. Nice and slow. And then walk the feet in. Hug them in. Take your arms out to the side. Take your knees to the right. And then look to the left. So feel that release into the back, hopefully, and then switch. Take the knees to the left and look to the right. And breathe. And then come back. Place the feet down. Bend the elbows now. Okay, so the elbows level with the shoulders, pressing back with the backs of the hands on the floor. Take this right leg and just sweep it over the left. Lift the left leg up, and then let's go over to the right, keeping the elbows down where we can. So a bit more stretch, hips, but also into the chest and the shoulders here, and then release down. Keep the hands as they are if you can. If you're not liking that, just find a comfortable position. Take the left leg over the right, and then take the legs to the left. Keep the elbows down, shoulder down, breathe. And then release, come back to the center. And just hug those knees into your body. Take the head side to side and just release the neck. From this position, you're going to roll yourself up and swing round. So we'll come round to hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, look up, inhale, tailbone away, pull the belly, and exhale, tuck the tailbone round the back, separate the shoulder blades. In, breath away. And exhale to calf. And in, breath away. And exhale, tuck. And one more. And then from here, let's tuck those toes, reach the hands forwards, lift up to down dog, pedal the heels up and down, pulling the abdominals deep, gradually walking your hands to your feet, keeping your head down. Everything switched on, roll it up from your lumbar, your mid, upper back, through to the neck, through to the shoulder, the shoulders and the neck, yeah? Take the hands behind, interlace your fingers, okay, and just stretch those arms away from your body. If that feels too much, place the hands on the small of the back and squeeze the shoulder blades. Turn the head one side and the other. And again. And again. We're going to reach those hands forwards, interlacing the fingers, separate the shoulder blades. We're going to take those hands behind the head and just draw the elbows back, okay, and take a little side bend on the out breath. And on the in breath, come back center, and on the out breath, go to the other side. We're going to do a tricep stretch. So we take one hand to an elbow and pull down to lengthen out the back of the arms again. We're going to switch. And then we're going to release. Cross the arms and take a nice deep in breath. Reach it up. And on the out, bend the knees. Give yourself a little hug. In, breath up. And exhale down. In, breath up. And exhale down. Okay. Shake it out. You have done it. So whatever you